Hi everyone, we're starting standing today. This is a morning session to wake up the body lightly and energize it. Especially in the morning, start out gently. Just check how your body is. Don't take it too far too soon. Okay, so we're standing. Have your feet hip width and straight. Sorry that my head's cut off, but it's the best way to get this film going. Also, I'm sorry that it's a bit dark, but it's been raining all night and morning, and so the sunlight, well, we're not getting much light from there. So, set yourself up with a good base. Just check first, check in. Close your eyes. Have a deep breath. Check your balance over your feet, the heels and toes. Spine is straight without overdoing it. Shoulders dropped, fingers just hanging loose. Chest open. Stomach relaxed, lower back relaxed. Again, have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Now just focus on your resting breath, a stable, steady resting breath. So you're still standing. I'm just in this position because I'm staying in the camera. Steady resting breath. Compose yourself. Clear your mind of other things. Anything that is not related to right now and what you are doing with your body and mind in the present. Good. One more time through the mouth. Have a big breath in and a deep sigh. And open your eyes. So we'll start with a really good practice to do in the morning for the body. Turning side to side. Now really look at my technique. So I'll break it down. The hand goes to shoulder height and the hand is open. But this hand on the hip is closed in a fist. And then this hand is opening and the other hand is closing. So then you're flowing very smoothly, very loosely. And we're adding a little breath, a light shot of air out your nose each side. Keep going with that. Make sure the hand goes to shoulder height and to the hip. The hands are opening and closing. This is very good in winter especially. Your chest is open and relaxed. And your head is turning back and looking following the direction of the hand. And that's a neck exercise as well as an eye exercise. So it's a very simple movement as long as you've understood it. Remember to take rest. Any time that you need, just stop and have a sigh and maybe close your eyes and settle yourself and listen to your body. So why is this practice such a good warm-up, especially in the morning? Because it's an all-body loosener. My neck, my arms, shoulders, chest, we're massaging the lungs. Now that's quite amazing. There are very few movements you can do that massage the lungs from side to side. And so it's also massaging the heart in a very easy, gentle way. Keep that breath going, because when you do that little breath, little breath, little breath, what you're doing is shocking the lungs into action, into action, into action, while you are massaging them. And so this is loosening them and the muscles that are around the lungs. It's such a simple idea, yet very beneficial. We're getting into the shoulder blades underneath. So also, most important, we're massaging the digestive organs, the stomach, and the lower back. This is a very safe movement for a tight back, usually in most reasonable situations. Your hips, pelvis, groin, all being loosely massaged, lightly. Through the legs, you can feel it inside the knees, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, down the calves, into the ankles. And we're definitely massaging the feet and toes. Such a comprehensive practice. It's very safe. Make sure that you're doing it in a flowing, easy way. Keep opening up that breath. Make sure it is light and comfortable. And this will make you start to feel better. Your body will really be enjoying the freedom you're creating for it, the opening, the oxygenizing, and yet it's very low stress. Try to solidify yourself in terms of the base of the pose, your feet. Really try to feel like your heels and toes are engaged in the stance. Now we could do this for a long time. 10 minutes would be a fantastic practice. But we're going to change. So next time you get to the right side, hold it. Turn the head as well. The right hand is open, the fingers are open in a relaxed way. Your left hand is closed in a fist on the right hip. Now, really make yourself a solid pose, starting from the ground. Build the pose upwards through the body and eventually through that right chest, arm, through to the fingers. and have a good breath. So I'm just settling my breathing, relaxing into the stillness of the pose. Really open the fingers of this right hand. Open your right shoulder and chest. Get in underneath in the shoulder blades. Okay, now gently we're going to ease back into the flowing movement again, side to side. Fingers opening and closing. And that light breath out through the nose, a shot of air. Make sure that hand is going to shoulder height exactly. So we're never vague when we're stretching in yoga, and don't use your mind in a vague way. Keep developing your awareness by paying attention, looking, noticing, thinking, intending. Don't check out here. I've taught a lot of people over the years who get to the yoga room and then they just check out mentally. Oh, that's a really dangerous habit to develop. We don't want to develop mindlessness. We want to really develop mindfulness. Next time you get to the left side, hold it. Right hand closed on the hip. The left hand fingers are opening. Turn your head back. But really get your balance set evenly over the feet, both feet, heels and toes. Your spine is beautifully straight, vertical, and then you are spinning, turning on a straight spine. Keep your eyes at eye level, looking on the wall at eye level. Chest open, fingers open, and then relax. We're settling into the stillness and quiet. Engage your toes in this pose. Okay, very gently and slowly just start easing back into the turning again. Fingers are opening, closing, and you have that light breath out through the nose. When you get to the left the last time, then relax and come back to resting. Your feet are straight and hip width. Your spine is vertical. Close your eyes. Have a deep sigh. Focus on subtle sensation in the body. Can you feel the reverberations continuing through the muscles? Relax around the lungs and chest and heart. And by being restful now, we are checking how much energy we just used. What was our base of energy? Were we tired? Are we still tired? Or have we started to open and clear and vitalize? Have another sigh. Especially in the morning, we don't want to have this feeling, this compulsive need to move on to the next thing, that anxious tendency. No, we're slowing down straight away. And this will keep you with a presence of mind throughout the day. We're just putting the brakes on anxiety. Okay, so sit down on your shins. I'll go side on so you can see it. On the shins, feet flat, sitting on the heels, sitting straight, chest open. Just relax into this pose first. Now, if you have very tight ankles and knees, this could be uncomfortable for you. If you can, just try to relax into it for about almost a minute. We're still settling. We've just changed position. We are going to start moving soon, and you'll find that this will be quite a good massage for the ankles and knees and back. So just manage it as best you can. Release the pose if you need to. If you're feeling comfortable, just be still and calm. And then have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Great. We've come back to a settled point. Now we will open up again. This is a really great one. I've always loved this. Hands in a prayer pose. This is another kriya or action, movement, just like the last one. So what you do is you come up onto the knees, arms out and back, head back, and then arms coming up as you're coming down back into a prayer pose. And then there is a breath to this. Breathe in before you move, and then breathe out as you come up and opening out, exhaling, and then breathing in, coming down, breathing out, coming up, chest open, throat open, breathing in, slight pause at each end, hold the breath there, and then continue. Go at your own pace, but if you can, keep it pretty slow, especially in the beginning. You've just got to test out, how's your body feeling? Make sure that you're not going too far. Exhaling as you come up and open outwards, arching your spine. Breathing in as you come down and centralize. One thing about this pose here, try not to arch from up in your rib cage. Actually ease your pelvis forwards and arch back from there. The stomach is relaxed. This is a really good one for the spine, the lower back especially, the neck, and the digestion. To deepen this practice, hold at the bottom and the top for longer, where you are holding the full or empty breath. So that stillness in this routine has a still breath. When you are moving, the breath is flowing. If you need a break, lie down. We'll go for about 1 more minute. By now the body is warmer, less tight. It should be starting to open up. You don't need to push at all. The opening and closing will do the work for you. Last round. When you come down, breathe in, hold the breath. And then through the nose, slowly release. Drop the hands. Have a good sigh. Close your eyes. Shoulders, chest open. Good posture. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Check how you're breathing, if you have settled. Your breath right now really does tell you, were you comfortable with what you were doing or not? If you can recover quickly, that's a sign that you were comfortable and you had it at the right place, in the right gear, this practice. That going up and down, it's a really good practice for the heart and for blood pressure. And people who have blood pressure problems, and particularly those who are really under stress in their lives, whenever they go up and down like that, they often quickly feel dizzy. So this practice is the idea that if you do this all the time, your heart is very adaptable, so is your body. This will make your mind very adaptable, of course, too. Anyway. Now we're going to take a break. So lie down on your back, lie flat and straight, settle yourself, and I'm just going to change the camera so we're in a better position. Once you're lying flat and settled, have a nice deep sigh. Taking this opportunity in the morning to stop, to lie down as though you were back in bed, resting again, restoring, taking time. You've already done lots of things this morning, I imagine, from the minute you jumped out of bed. So many things, so many thoughts. Let's come back to mindfulness. Your body is restful. Relax the legs from the toes to the ankles, to the knees, to the hips. Relax the torso from the hips, coming up to the middle of the body, and then the rib cage, and all the way up to the shoulders. And then from the shoulders go down to the elbows, to the wrists, to the fingertips. Now the throat and neck, the back of the head on the ground, the heavy head, sides of head and ears soft and relaxed, top of the head, forehead, eyes relaxed, nose relaxed, cheekbones, teeth and gums, and the jaw and chin. Feel the breath now through your nostrils only, a slow, gentle breath, a delicate feeling of the air moving through the nostrils. A slow, steady breath, but one that feels open across the chest and lungs. Keep feeling the breath in your nostrils. Okay, relax the breathing and have a deep sigh. And without rushing, with an awareness of slowness as you move through time and space, with awareness, mindfulness, slowly move to sit up. Just sit cross-legged. Have the right leg in front as I've got it. You've just raised the head above the heart again. Just check how you're feeling. Okay, so we're going to do some stretching for the legs now. Legs and arms. So the right hand holds the right foot, the side of the foot, and then try to straighten the leg. But if your knee's bent, that's okay. So look, you can hold the shin, but it would be better if you held the foot, even if your knee was bent, because we want this resistance down the arm into the leg. Just try to relax. Now, bringing this foot, this right foot, towards your left ear. So bend the knee and bring the foot, and your other hand comes in, the foot towards the left ear. Doesn't matter if it gets there, just give it a direction. Try to sit up straight. Relax into the pressures. Holding with both hands. Come forwards again. If you can straighten the leg, great. Don't worry if you can't. Something about morning practice. You should never exhaust yourself or be tired from the physical practice. That is not a good way to start the day, by fatiguing. What we want is a light and refreshing practice. Bending the knee again towards your left ear. Be aware of your elbows not too tight. Point the toes towards the ear. Now the right hand continues to hold the foot, go out to your right, the left arm goes out to the left, and turn your head left. So the leg is going to the right, away from the left hand, chest open. Left hand, fingers are open. We are putting the body under some pressure, just not too much. Okay, now coming back. Bring this right foot, if you can, onto the left hip or thigh. If you can't do that, just have it down in front, it's okay. Now, left hand on the left knee, the right arm turns right, head turns right. You can take the left hand further onto the right knee and guide you into the turn even more. Try to have your spine nice and vertical, turning on a straight spine. Don't go too far. The chin is also turning, the head, the neck, the eyes are aware. Slowly come back. Have a deep breath. One more. Hands in a prayer pose. Bring the arms straight up above you. Go as straight up as you can. If you can, the biceps touch the ears. My hands, you can't see them, they're still flat in a prayer pose and the fingers are pressed together. Try to get your hips down flat, your knees down, your shoulders lengthening, your elbows lengthening. You can look up as well, fingertips going up, away from the hips. Head back, arms coming down. Well done. Relax, have a sigh. Just checking again, just pause. Become meditative. The more you practice Raja Yoga, you will realize that you quickly lose your presence of mind, your mindfulness, the minute you start doing anything, something. Once you're active, you've quickly lost it. That's why we have to stop doing things and check in again. The more that you do this, you'll be able to bring this presence of mind to your actions and activities, but that will take a lot of practice. And most of the day we are caught up in doing things and not being mindful while we're doing them. That will come at great cost. This is what yoga practice and meditation is all about. Okay, let's change the legs. So we had the right foot in front before. So now swap them. Left foot in front. And then, first just sit up straight, get a feel for that. Close your eyes. Have a sigh. Okay, so the left hand will hold the left foot coming out forwards, holding the blade of the foot, the side of the foot. And if my knee is straight, great. If it's not, doesn't matter. So I want to feel this pulling at the back, my left shoulder blade, for example, because of the holding on. This is something I wanted to mention in these yoga sessions. If you've seen on my channel, there are meditation sessions as well as yoga path sessions, but they're all designed to go together. Ideally, you start at session 1, whether it's a yoga or meditation session, and just follow each step of the way, because we're building upon each idea. And it's really good to take a break from the stretching some days and do meditation only. Give your body a chance to rest and restore. But keep developing your mind. Okay, bringing the foot towards the right ear. Chest up, lengthen the spine. Don't overdo it. Just remember, if you only ever do stretching in yoga, you're basically just staying in primary school your whole life. The meditation is where it's at. The physical stuff is really just beginner and intermediate. Certainly not the advanced practices of yoga. Really using your mind, developing your mind, opening it. So I've got some very basic but effective meditation sessions in this program, and we're tying it all together. Holding with both hands now on the foot, coming forwards, just to where you can. If the leg is bent, doesn't matter. Bending again towards the right ear. So you're going up and back. Try to open up the knee joint. Everything within reason. Spine vertical. While you're holding this pose, generally I will recommend, pretty much always, keep your eyes open in the stretching. Why? Because we don't want to disengage from awareness of the space. So as you're sitting here, perhaps in a room, be aware of the room, the building, your body inside that space. You're doing things with your body. Your body is breathing. But it's so easy to get tunnel vision mentally. We always want to keep expanding, broadening our awareness and get outside that little thinking mind. Get outside our head into the larger space, where there is so much information. Okay. Left hand now holding the foot. Take the leg to the left and the right arm turning to the right. Head turns right. And the foot and the hand are away from each other. So you're opening across your chest, through the front of the body. Good posture. Good breathing. Breathe in, breathing out as the right arm comes back, bringing the left foot, if you can, up onto the thigh or right near the hip. Sit up straight first. Close your eyes, settle. Focus on any tight areas, perhaps like inside the left knee or ankle. Okay, now the right hand on the right knee, left arm around, turning left. And if you like, you can bring the right hand onto the left knee. Guide yourself further into the turn. Keep your head up and open your throat open and your eyes open. Spinning on a straight spine as best you can. Hand is at shoulder height. Fingers are open in a relaxed way. breathe in and breathing out, come back slowly, always entering and exiting poses slowly with awareness. Sit up straight, close your eyes, have a deep breath. Be aware of good posture. And one more. Hands in a prayer pose. Slowly coming upwards. If you can, straightening the elbows, biceps touching the ears. The hands are flat together. You can lean your chest forward slightly, but you're going forwards and up. Hips down, shoulders away, equally away from each hip. Elbows away from shoulders, wrists away from shoulders, fingertips away from hips. And if you like, head up, looking up at the fingers. Try to keep the knees downwards. Use your breathing to help you, especially if you feel under pressure. We don't want to have a small breath. Ten seconds. Breathe in before you move, and breathe out as you come down. Well done. Hands resting, arms resting, eyes closed, resting. Have a good sigh. And then move to lying down flat and straight. And if you have a blanket, cover yourself. Let your body regulate its temperature as it settles. And the blanket is really helpful for that. It's also very comfortable. So we really want to become restful at the end of this session and restore energy before we rush off into the day and doing all our things and jumping on our phone and eating and talking and buying, etc. Lie down. Keep that calmness, that quiet. Once you're settled, nice and flat, close your eyes and have a deep sigh. Really connecting with your body now. Its restfulness after effort. Apologies, in the background someone's using a drill or something like a saw. Anyway, it's just the natural sounds of the neighborhood. Where you are right now, miles away from here. Here you are, in a space of your own. You can feel your whole body resting, still and quiet in your space. Be aware of the space, the feeling of it, even though your eyes are closed. Be aware of the larger space beyond the room perhaps that you're in, the building, but also the street, the suburb, all the activity around you, all the movement. And yet you have stopped all of your activities and slowed everything down to a moment of stillness and quiet. A moment of awareness of stillness and quiet. Your stillness and quiet. You can feel your body breathing. Your breath is settling. Just leave it be. Let it run itself. A lovely resting breath that requires no effort. And your mind, in your mind you are aware of this resting breath that you are listening to, observing, feeling, without influencing it. You are the observer. The observer of the present moment. The present is made up of awareness of the space, awareness of the whole body in the space, awareness of the breath in the body in the space. bringing your awareness back to the scene, your body, your breathing, the sounds around you. Keep paying attention to what's happening around you. Try to do this throughout the day today. See how mindful you can be. And see if you lose your self-awareness once you get caught up in activities. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed that session. If you feel like resting for a couple minutes more, the DVD will continue towards the end. It would be a great help if you like these sessions to consider sharing them with people who may also benefit from them. And if you feel like donating, that would help support me to continue. Thank you. Take care of yourself and take care of others today.